Howdy folks, Brother Jim reporting here. Well, boom. Attorney General Bill Barr's evidence is here. No evidence of Trump campaign collusion with Russia video. Bill Barr exonerated the Donald Trump campaign in collusion with Russian operatives during the 2016 election. Attorney General Bill Barr did not find the Trump campaign colluded in Russian efforts to tamper with the 2016 election. As we knew here all along, the special counsel report completely exonerated President Trump on the junk charges brought against him by the corrupt Democratic operatives inside the DOJ and FBI. This was a devastating blow to the Democrats.
Those charges are still pending and the defendants remain at large. But again, the special counsel's report did not find any evidence that members of the Trump campaign or anyone associated with the campaign conspired or coordinated with the Russian government in these hacking operations. In other words, there was no evidence of the Trump campaign collusion with the Russian government's hacking. The special counsel's investigation also examined Russian efforts to publish stolen emails and documents on the internet. The special counsel found that after the GRU disseminated some of the stolen documents to entities that it controlled, DC Leaks and Guccifer 2, the GRU transferred some of the stolen materials to WikiLeaks for publication. WikiLeaks then made a series of document dumps. The special counsel also investigated whether any member or affiliate of the Trump campaign encouraged or otherwise played a role in these dissemination efforts. Under applicable law, publication of these types of material would not be criminal unless the publisher also participated in the underlying hacking conspiracy.
Now you see what he just said about Julian Assange? Under applicable law, there is no, he did not break any laws unless he is found guilty of hacking in on the government computers. That never happened. Julian Assange knows that, and that's why I say that Julian Assange needs to go to trial to be vindicated of all this in the U.S. That's right.
Here, too, the special counsel's report did not find that any person associated with the Trump campaign illegally participated in the dissemination of the materials. Finally, the special counsel investigated a number of links or contacts between the Trump campaign officials and individuals connected with the Russian government during the 2016 presidential campaign. After reviewing these contacts, the special counsel did not find any conspiracy to violate U.S. law involving Russian-linked persons and any persons associated with the Trump campaign. So that's the bottom line. After nearly 2 years of investigation, thousands of subpoenas, hundreds of warrants, and witness interviews, the special counsel confirmed that the Russian government sponsored efforts to illegally interfere with the 2016 presidential election, but did not find that the Trump campaign or other Americans colluded in those efforts. After finding no underlying collusion with Russia, the special counsel's report goes on to consider whether certain actions of the president could amount to obstruction of the special counsel's investigation. As I addressed in my March 24th letter, the special counsel did not make a traditional prosecutorial judgment regarding this allegation. Instead, the report recounts 10 episodes involving the president and discusses potential legal theories for connecting those activities to the elements of an obstruction offense. After carefully reviewing the facts and legal theories outlined in the report, and in consultation with the Office of Legal Counsel and other department lawyers, the Deputy Attorney General and I concluded that the evidence developed by the special counsel is not sufficient to establish that the president committed an obstruction of justice offense. Although the Deputy Attorney General and I disagreed with some of the special...
How does that feel there, Rod Rosenstein? To be found when you set up President Trump for all this? How does that feel to find out they the Attorney General Bill Barr has to report that you failed for the deep state.
Special counsel's legal theories and felt that some of the episodes examined did not amount to obstruction as a matter of law. We did not rely solely on that in making our decision. Instead, we accepted the special counsel's legal framework for purposes of our analysis and evaluated the evidence as presented by the special counsel in reaching our conclusions. In assessing the president's actions discussed in the report, it is important to bear in mind the context. President Trump faced an unprecedented situation. As he entered into office and sought to perform his responsibilities as president, federal agents and prosecutors were scrutinizing his conduct before and after taking office and the conduct of some of his associates. At the same time, there was relentless speculation in the news media about the president's personal culpability. Yet, as he said from the beginning, there was in fact no collusion.
And that's it. That's the end of the video. So here's the thing. You know everything about Trump. But what about the prosecutor, Pitbull Robert Mueller III? Well, this is what I believe happened. Okay? He was called on the deep state to do this investigation. He tried everything he could to pressure with prosecutorial misconduct to destroy people's lives, which he did. Our General Michael Flynn, many others. And he tried to squeeze all the information out of them, and he couldn't. He even tried to squeeze information out of Michael Cohen, his lawyer, and illegally raided his office. Okay, did all these dirty deep state tactics that were wrong. He's guilty of all of them. Okay, he's guilty of having a team that is all one-sided leftists, prosecutors, lawyers, and such that are all for Hillary Clinton. Couldn't find any evidence, couldn't find anyone to lie about him, even though he destroyed people's lives, cost them millions of dollars. So he is guilty of all that. The end result, why couldn't he get enough information to get him impeached? Well, my guess is this. For one, he didn't have the information, so in order to get the information, he would have had to fabricate it. Okay? I'm sure he was fabricating all kind of lies when he was investigating and interrogating all these people for many, many days and hours. Many hours. So here's the thing. I believe that Mueller knew what is going on in the Trump administration, that you're going to do time at Gitmo if you don't do this right. You see? So he convinced the deep state, I cannot win. There's no way I can win illegally. They will take me down. And so I believe that's what happened. The deep, deep state of Donald Trump. It's not a wicked one. It's a righteous one of power. And that deep, deep state is God's mighty right hand. That's what it's all about. So that's what I believe what happened, folks. That's my commentary. And Mueller needs to be interrogated. He needs to be investigated for all the things he's done. And Bill Barr is already going to be doing that as well. So justice slowly coming to America. Thank you for listening. May the Lord bless. Let me be serious with you. I would rather that you donate to my ministry directly. I cannot survive financially to keep this ministry and news service going without your help. And we all know there are plans to shut me down again. But many of you would like to receive a gift or a product as a token of my appreciation. And I don't blame you. Isn't it about time Uncle Sam started paying you instead of you paying him? It is about time. The federal government pays you your rent check. The government rents out thousands of buildings instead of buying them every year. This is all funded by the current $11.1 billion building fund in our budget. Get your free federal rent check today. Sign up with the federal Millionaire information here down below. Become a shareholder to receive federal rent checks for life by making a one-time investment as a shareholder. An IRS ruling declares this to be totally legal. This is no joke, no scam, and been for many years. The longer your name is on the distribution list, the larger your federal rent check grows. As inflation rises along with real estate, the government pays you more every year. Starting out as little as $1,800 a month would be your rent check. Wouldn't that be nice to receive every month a rent check like that? The federal government continues to raise your income as inflation rises. This puts an end to retiring with a fixed income that leaves you going broke as you get older. This will put a major dent in those people who hate their home taxes going up every year, wouldn't it? And folks, the price for this valuable information will cost you only $39 a year or $79 for a 2-year membership. Sign up today.